I'm starting to notice that I'm starting to have more fun being disciplined, going home early, sleeping early, waking up early, getting everything done than I do when I do the fun things like attending functions, staying up late, drinking, things like that. And that's really interesting because, a previous version of me would have like not believed this at all, right? The previous version of me would have been like, "Oh my god, why would you ever want to leave early to go to bed so that you can wake up early the next day?" That doesn't sound like a fun thing to do, but as someone who's experiencing that now, yes, it is really fun. A couple days ago I went to a function, right? And I left the function early. I was only there for about an hour. The function started at 7. I showed up at 8 and I left at 9. And I just left early. I went home, slept, and I had a wonderful sleep. And I woke up early the next day and I had a wonderful day. It was amazing. I was having a blast. But the next day, several people came up to me and asked me, "Oh, is everything okay? Like, it didn't, is everything okay? Why'd you leave early?" Which is really interesting because I internally had a very good time, but the public perception of how I experienced that was that I had a bad time because I left early. That's quite interesting to me. And it's almost like I kind of had this Stockholm syndrome effect. So Stockholm syndrome is kind of like if this is like when you're like kidnapped and you start falling in love with your kidnapper. But I have Stockholm syndrome myself into the grind. I have like essentially fallen in love with the grind such that things that I used to find fun no longer are fun anymore. And it's really fun for me now to sleep early and wake up early. And I think this is the ideal position to be in because like it's way easier to do things that you enjoy than to do things that you don't enjoy. And if you want to change your life, there's this kind of activation energy that it takes for you to get to a point where you start enjoying the activities that really improve your life. And now that I've achieved that point, I feel like this is my flow state. This is everything's gonna go up from here.